Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at Alumni Stadium for a wonderful Shawsheen Tech lacrosse game. I am here with WCTV, so fired up to be watching a beautiful game on a very sunny day, actually. A little bit windy, but the crisp air only makes for a better springtime lacrosse game. I see both teams getting ready right now. We are fired up for what should be a beautiful game by the Shawsheen Tech Rams. Every time I come here, it is just excellent sports. So I am extremely happy to be here today. I'm Jack Hamilton Smith. I'll be giving you a little bit of the play-by-play and keeping you in the know about what's going on. And so as the two teams meet now, face off to figure out how we're going to start it. And as we get set off, it is the first league game of the year for the Shawsheen Tech Rams. They're playing Lowell Catholic High School, and the face-off gets set up in our starting face-off position. The Rams are rocking with number... Rocco with number 25 for the face-off. He wins off the rip. And the Rams with the first pass. That pass is going to be saved on its way out of bounds. Wonderful recovery by the Rams. Looking to get their offense flowing. Josh Baker, sophomore, with the ball, rocking his cradle. And the face-off line is transitioning. We're getting our attack midfielders into position. So clean rotation coming in. Shawsheen works the ball around, getting everybody a good touch. That's a great way to start things off. Ball back at the top of the key. Swings, good pressure. Rips a shot. Oh, and right off the rip, that's a goal. Shawsheen Tech with a quick one. Nice, fast way to spread apart the defense and line up a clean look. That is going to start off with a strong take for the Rams. Now I think that's number 19 is going to be playing goalie for the Lowell Catholic. It's going to be a tough battle today for the keepers. I played keeper in high school, so I understand the stress and the pressure comes on that, but as long as you stay vocal and keep your team resonated. Once again, Shawsheen Tech is just killing it on these face-offs to get things going, and that's a great face-off line. They know, they fogo quickly. Not a lot of pressure coming from Lowell Catholic, though. They're kind of just letting Shawsheen completely set up here. I don't know if the defense is feeling that aggressive yet, but I know my coaches wouldn't love to see us just standing around and letting some guys clean up like that so easily. So backed around, we're swinging it again. Rotation, there we go. Finally some action on defense. We got a long pole, messing up a pass. That's fantastic energy right there. Now, Lowell Catholic has a significantly smaller bench than Shawsheen does, so I think prioritizing your energy is going to be a big key for their success today. That being said, Shawsheen Tech, these guys are just a beast when it comes to operating on this field. Okay, clean pickup here by number 4 for the Rams. Once again, getting in position, kind of spreading out the defense as well as they can. A lot of quick transitions happening for Shawsheen. That's a really, really high-level play to be efficient about that, to be able to constantly have players in and out, knowing their roles. In the X position out back, number 16 was wheeling the ball around. That is Jack Carbon. He's a freshman, rocking an attack position. That is great for a freshman to be sitting there in the back line. X was always the best place to be if you were a attack player. Once again, cutting to the middle. He's driving down. Oh, what a big save. Ball was in the keeper's circle. And they're moving it around back in the X position. It's behind the net. That's one of the safest places for the goalies to be looking at. That's Jacoby Patterson, senior, back there with a dime, absolute dime to a great cutter. And that's what I was saying about playing the attack X position. If you're sitting back there, it is the most fun. You just get to QB in a safe position, and especially if the defense isn't going to press you like that. That was a beautiful, beautiful pass. Yeah. And Shawsheen Tech with another win. 3 in a row off the Fogo. And being a Fogo guy is frustrating at the least. Oh, long pole shot! Long pole score! Oh, that went in. That went in, bounced out. He got nervous for a second, but that was a fantastic. Oh, man, a long pole scoring is pure energy for the team. That is a fantastic way to start this game off. First game of the year, and the Tech is racking up points. This should be the third goal in 3 minutes, 2 minutes. And as I'm just getting familiarized with the rosters here, and you know, there's just so much talent when it comes to talking about Shawsheen. They do a really good job of building up their guys. Of course, you got freshmen in the starting lineups, and once again, let's see them try and dominate this face-off. Clean take one more time. A little bit of there we go. Shawsheen officially has won the takeoff. Number 5, the long pole that just scored, is driving. He's feeling confident. Nice dime. Oh, and that was just too high. Ripped it, but that's going to be Shawsheen's ball. For the fans at home, it's just a reminder that lacrosse isn't about always being on net. It really comes down to ripping as many shots as possible, because if you got somebody in the back line, you're going to get possession again. Whoever's closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds usually observes possession on a goal, or on a shot attempt at goal. A lot of scrambling here, good physicality, and Shawsheen Rams away with it. Wide open shot and a great save. That was a big time save from the keep there. Swinging it around. Nice monkey in the middle play there, and Lowell Catholic looks to move the ball up. Shawsheen Tech with a fantastic aggression. I mean, as soon as that ball got into net, there was a stick-on-stick action. That was fantastic check there to turn the ball over and get back in possession. Now, I got to shout out my goalie. We haven't seen him take any action yet, but Nate Maladane is just an absolute beast athlete and multi-sport stud. He's going to be holding it down in the keep for the Rams today. The Rams doing a great job, again, moving the ball around, keeping the defense all over the place. They're not keeping an eye on their man. They've been keeping an eye on that ball just because of the rotation of it so much. And they look to take it in. They like the size matchup. And he rips it again. That bounces off the ground. That's going over. Back to the Rams, though. We got number 2. That is Jacoby Patterson finding his man. He's diming around. Great cross pass. He's passing it back to the X. Patterson swinging around. And that's a great play by the deep pole. He nearly got the interception there. And they're going to be a push on white. That's going to be Blues ball. We're turning it over to Lowell Catholic. Jacoby Patterson with a push with his stick. Now, Lowell Catholic needs to do a little bit tighter passing, but so far, so good. The Rams are cooking. And quick steal by the Rams. They look to be settling in. They don't want to force anything. They're not forcing the issue. Rams, once again, trying to get in position, swapping out their lines, bringing in their attackmen. That was Jack Carbone with the steal there. He had a nice little swim move, but he decided not to be aggressive. Here's his moment, pushing it in, and he had a nice clean look. Nobody came at him whatsoever, so he had a clean look to the right side there, coming around the key. Yeah, the goalie for Lowell Catholic is going to have one heck of a time at this point, just because the Rams are looking at a 4-0 lead here with 6:58 in the first quarter. Shawsheen Tech is all about putting on the pressure, so I don't expect them to slow down one bit, but I want to give some credit to another clean face-off. Once again, Dante Giovanni is just dominating the face-offs here, and then popping it to the side, midi long pole with a nice pass, swinging it back around, looking to get it low, spread that defense back up, and we get somebody down to the X position. Making sure not to step inside the goalie's ring. They are spreading the defense as well as they can, trying to find another sliver. Now, the clean passing is something that you're going to know while watching the Tech, just because it's everything to not lose that momentum in possession. They really like to get everybody involved when they're working the offense around. Here they go, starting to spread the defense out. Lowell Catholic starting to press up finally. And waiting for our opening here. The Shawsheen Tech are being patient, of course, trying to find their move. All right, they're bringing in the pressure. Cutter in the middle, clean shot. And that's another big goal for the Tech. I mean, they are just operating, kind of getting everything they want right now. So you got to hope that Lowell Catholic can start to find some point of resistance here. It seems like the Tech starts to settle in. Once they get Lowell Catholic falling asleep a little bit, they drive and cut, and they find their man every time. It's been nice to have somebody that you can trust, though. You have a pass that you can make, and that's what the importance of passing in lacrosse comes down to. There you go. Lowell Catholic putting in a little bit of fight here at the face-off, but it's going to come up to the Fogo line anyways. Number 11 cutting it in. He is feeling quite aggressive. That was a blocked shot, but got to give credit to the aggressive energy. We got Lowell Catholic with their longest possession so far, trying to find somebody to seam it up through, and that is going to go back to the Tech. Josh Baker with the ball, looking to find a clean pass. Nice fake. He's holding on to give his attack midfield line a chance to come out here. And this is the moment you get opportunities like this when passes. No help from Lowell Catholic side. That's the problem here, is Lowell Catholic finally gets a good drop of a ball on a pass, and then only one guy's up there. There's nobody coming in to help out. Rams moving the ball around again, trying to find an opening. They got a 5-0 lead. Drawing the tension back out. He swings that ball back to Josh Baker. And they're challenging it up, bringing it in. He's revving up for a shot. He's cutting in through. Good save by the goalie there. Fantastic block. He got the block, and more importantly, they cleaned up and got the deflection. So goalie's coming out aggressive. He's looking to find a pass up front. Nice drop. Get a runner. Great recovery. And Lowell Catholic is finally on the offensive side of the field. Defensive pull once again with a quick steal. Turning around. Shawsheen Tech is back in action. Aggressive look here. That's Josh Baker trying to find his opening. Oh, and his pass was picked off. Pass was picked off by the keeper. Keeper pushes it to the middle. It's a 3. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When Lowell Catholic had the ball, 3 Tech Rams wrapped him up immediately. You had 3 players popping in, trying to get that ball to drop. That's what matters. There's a flag on the play. They're going to address that after possession. Rams own possession right now as they look to find their shot. They've already brought their line swap out. Ball is at about the 35-yard line, working its way back around again. Number 19 is revving it up. That's Jackson Elliott. He's a senior. Aggressive energy by a senior there who knows how to draw the defense together, and he perfectly collapsed that defense. 3 guys pulled in. Find a man. Bringing it back. He had the shot there, but they're rotating it back out. Great fake look. Oh, what a shot, but a better save. All right, and we're going to call a flag there, address the penalties. 1 slash for 8. Blue, that is Lowell Catholic. So a slash is going to take him out for a minute. We're going to be a man up on the Rams side. That's the last thing the Catholic need right now. Lowell Catholic needs a little bit more momentum, and going a man down is not going to help. So as we transition into a 6v5 situation, 6v6 including the keep, but only 5 defenders out in the field. And now we have brought the ball into the 30-yard line, so it's gotten a lot tighter. Great look by the X-Man, great shot, and that's going to be out, but Rams ball, Ram hold possession. So we got 2:38 here in the first quarter still. And it looks like they're going to call that on Blue. Okay, Blue had possession here. I'm not sure I agree with that, but Lowell Catholic is setting back up, hoping to get the ball across the line. And again, they're waiting. They're waiting until they get 2 people collapsed, but they can't get these passes off tightly enough. That was great aggression there by the Rams. Completely clean play. Didn't have possession. Went shoulder to shoulder. Number 9 for the Rams, looking to rev up. Great pull on the defense. Way to bring that in. Fantastic shot. What a ripper, and that was a underhanded shot by Josh Baker. I mean, that was a clean pull. Now, the Rams were playing really intelligent here. We had number 16, Jack Carbone, at the top of the key. He had it about a clean shot, a good look. It was probably about 35 yards out, though. No reason to take something that silly when you have the opportunity to get it in closer, bring it into somebody near you, and especially somebody that's got a nice tight angle, and that was a beautiful shot. So we are sitting here with 6-0, 2:09. And Lowell Catholic High School swapping out some of their midfielders. I think this is just how they're going to adjust with being a man down for the remaining, I think, 30 seconds or so. A face-off win here would be huge, but any kind of momentum on the offensive side of the field would be the most important thing. We'd love to see them get a couple of passes off and start to build something here. Nice face-off attempt here. There we go. First, it looks like it was going to be the first face-off win, and then a nice... Oh, and it's not over yet. Lowell Catholic almost has it. They're in the offensive side of the field. That ball, it looks like it's going to be out on Shawsheen. So this might be that nice stroke of luck that Lowell Catholic was looking for. And we got a whistle on the play. We're probably going to be doing the side out again. Throw the ball back in. Oh, he's walking it, and he doesn't even have to throw it in. Number 12 for Lowell Catholic is moving, and this is the difference. You can already see the difference in the way that the Shawsheen Rams, a weak cradle there, he let that ball get stripped. But the way that the Rams attacked on defense, they did not allow Lowell Catholic to set up at all. By the time they got within the 40-yard line, there was 2 defenders closing in. You don't get that same energy here. Oh, what a good pass to the inside cutter there. Jack Carbone with a nice look. Josh Baker, I'm sorry, with a nice look there. He just couldn't hit his man. Josh Baker's got a nice game. He seems very comfortable in his skin. He's not rushing anything. He's taking his time. He knows exactly how much space he has. He's only a sophomore, so this is going to be a really important player for the Tech over the next couple of years. There's a minute left in this first quarter, and the Rams are up 6-0. They are working the ball around, trying to see if they can get another goal in before it's over. Josh Baker swings it back to the top. And then Liam Connors back to Josh Baker. Moving it to the X in the back. Nice little hesitation. Trying to see if he can bring in a defender. That was nice defense by the line, and then Lowell Catholic with a good cradle, getting some good momentum. Nice spin move to get some space. He needs some help, though. And Lowell Catholic gets the pickup with the deep hole. Aren't able to hold possession fully. And the aggression by the Rams, there's 15 seconds left. They want one more. And there it is. And there it is. A nice little bouncer by Jacoby Patterson. He fought for it. The absolute scrum of it all. And he comes out on top, dropping a nice little prayer. It hit the bottom of the collection plate. There's 7 seconds here. We're probably going to have time for one more face-off. Not impossible in the world of lacrosse to see another goal here before the end of the quarter, but I'd be a little surprised to see that take place. The score is currently 7-0, and Shawsheen with a clean Fogo. Here we go. Nice fake. Oh, that was a great play. That's exactly the type of energy you'd hope for to see to close out the quarter. So here we are at the end of the first. It is 7-0. The Shawsheen Tech Rams have come in, and it's a clinic. They're doing work. I'm Jack Smith here with WCTV, and we'll be right back after this quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is quarter 2, and we are setting up for the face-off. We are swapping sides, so hopefully we get a little bit more action on the and I don't mean this in a Shawsheen Tech defensive way. I just would love to see my boy Nate Maladane block some shots. The guy is just a total beast. So ideally, we get a little bit of action here by the Crusaders. So Lowell Catholic might get a little bit of motion here. Strong face-off again by the Rams, though. Clean pass to the inside, popping around. Oh, my gosh, they're operating. Oh, and he went for the behind the back. It was such a nice look. It was just a great offensive set. That's going to be a penalty. Yeah, we got a pushing here on blue. That was a pretty obvious one right in front of the ref. So they're going to reset here. White's ball. That was a very beautifully executed play off of the inbound pass for the face-off. So you got to give a lot of credit here. When you're up 7 and it's the second quarter, it's time to do a little bit of free play. Let the guys have some fun. They be putting in the work, especially Shawsheen. You know they be putting in the work. So looking to find their next opportunity. We are working the ball around. Shawsheen Tech trying to space it out. Lowell Catholic playing significantly more intense, but it doesn't matter. We got our X-Man from the back rolling around the cross. Jacoby Patterson with just a clean shot. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's just one of those highlight reel shots that you just love to put together. He came around, no resistance, and just drilled it right into the side. This has just been a total clinic. The doctor is in, and the Rams are rolling, guys. If you like lacrosse, you're going to love what you're seeing here. Setting up for the face-off, we've pivoted. It was Dante Giovanni, excuse me. But Dylan Minasayan has been taking the face-offs for the last 2 possessions, and he has cleaned up on both of them. So shout out to him. He's the one that almost completed the behind-the-back shot just now. But honestly, as a former keeper, nothing would enrage me more than someone pulling off a behind-the-back shot. So I'm really proud of the Crusaders from keeping that one going. And the Rams continue in a clean passing scheme, and they're just working the ball around. They're delivering that ball on net. They're looking to get a cutter going here. That's good defense right there by the Catholic. Make them work for it. And the Rams keeping possession. That was a close chance to a turnover there. Good resistance by the Catholics. By the Crusaders, sorry. Lowell Catholic is bringing the defense in the second quarter. This is a really, really good sign of life here. The Rams were getting through like a hot knife in butter, but right now they're facing some serious resistance. He's got a cutter going down the side. Wasn't able to get a clean pass off. He swings it back around to the X-Man. They wheel it back around, go to the top of the key. That's a good read of the momentum. And oh, great play by the Crusaders to D-pole there. He's putting a beautiful pressure on stick. That is fantastic defense. He's not resisting. That's how you push him out of bounds right there. That is a great play. The Crusaders are bringing out that life right now, but the Rams with a wide open look. What a rip! Once again, Josh Baker with an absolute nasty sidearm. You just got to love a shot like that. He had all the space and opportunity. If I'm anybody right now, if I'm feeling for anybody right now, it's got to be the Crusaders deep pole. He was working. He was putting in the work just now, and that was a very frustrating result. But Josh Baker, you keep pulling, man. That is your shot. And I was just giving him credit, but he is back out here. Dante Giovanni is back out for the Fogo. Clean take. No, actually, a little bit of resistance here, and his midi helped him out. Josh O'Connor bringing it back in. Nice pass to the inside. Pass to the X-Man. The movement on this ball is phenomenal. They are staying one step ahead of the Crusaders. Rams swinging around. That's a clean shot. Oh, just too high. He must not have realized that the sauce was off, but he poured it all over the place. So that is going to be way high. That's still going to be Rams' ball. We're turning it around. That was a nice recovery off of a bad pass. He's got good pressure on the inside. Way to switch hands. Oh, and he tripped. That was number 6 for the Rams. That was a fantastic effort there. The Rams are resetting. Great aggression, driving on the inside. He's got a clean pass there and a better stop by the keep. Oh, clean, beautiful save. That was Luke Finlay who set that up. That was some seriously nice aggression there by Luke. Set up a clean pass. Oh, great deep pole steal. Oh, that was a great read there. That's the deep pole that's already scored today. You know how ambitious he is. His stick skills are just as good as the rest of them. A turnover here by the Crusaders. The Rams are trying to build space out, trying to flesh it out. The Rams are taking their time, enjoying their 9-point lead. Dylan Manasian up top. Jacoby Patterson swinging around. Nice spin move attempt, and he tried to get some traction there, but that's going to be the Rams' ball. That was a nice shot attempt there by number 9. The Rams trying to find a little bit of room here. Now, the Crusaders put on a good pressure. Oh, fantastic read. That was great aggression there by number 19 for the Rams, Jackson Elliott. Crusaders trying to find a pass here. Deep hole, lost the ball. Poor cradle. Good body there. Deep hole's back on. He slings it down the field trying to find an open man. Shawsheen Tech is there, but there's also a Crusader. Shawsheen Tech deep hole slings it back. And that's a clean pass. That's exactly what you're talking about, Shawsheen. Nice efficiency. He hits his man who's cutting him back in. He's got a guy down. He swings it back to the top. Rams resettling in. They've got a lot of space. They're sitting at about the 40-yard line. They're bringing it down to the 30, inside the 20. Swinging it around to their X-man. Jacoby Patterson's got the ball. Now the Crusaders were making some adjustments, but they've got their squad out there. The lineup is ready. Dylan looking to find his shot. Oh, great aggression there. The Tech have been really using and taking the space that they've been given. They feel very comfortable, and they seem like they're quite in control of the game. So, good pass to the inside. What a pass. Oh, that was a beautiful dime. He wasn't able to finish, but the pressure, the on-ball pressure, and this is exactly the point we've been making all game, but it took so long for a second Crusader to show up and help. So, I mean, it was one deep hole versus 2 attack players. He's just not going to get the same kind of force when he's got 2 guys pounding away at him. So, I mean, if you're going to come and help, you want to make a difference, you got to step up and be there for your man. Shawsheen with the side out, setting it back up. Jacoby Patterson taking his time. He's reading the field accordingly. He's got 2 defenders below the goal. If he can just find an open man up top, there's space. And I think we have a timeout on the field. It looks like there's going to be a timeout called. We have 5 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, and the score is 9-0. I want to say that timeout call was by Shawsheen. And it looks like they're trying to have some conversations about the last couple of possessions. I will say in the time that I've been able to watch the Shawsheen Tech organization, I won't say demand perfection, but they strive for it, definitely. And I respect and appreciate that culture here, because when it comes to taking a 9-point lead on an opposing team, if they see a few sloppy possessions, they're not going to let that stand. They want to see their guys perform well. We were half a second away from hitting a behind-the-back clean cut to the inside on a downhill option. So, I mean, you just got to really respect the knowledge and IQ of these players to be looking for that stuff. All in all, though, this has been a fantastic way to start your season off. It's the first game of the year, and the Tech are just sitting like a bunch of merry men in this first half of play. Now, on the Crusaders side of things, obviously there's some aggression issues on defense. You can't just let the Tech sit there and make these reads and decisions. They're analyzing the entire field, and by the time they've communicated with somebody else, they're able to find that clean pass and cut. You got to start putting pressure on ball. You got to keep in front of your man, of course, but you can't let them just sit there and have all day to figure this out. More importantly, you got to get your passes off, though. If you want to get some offensive momentum, you need to get the ball half the 50, and you need to get a couple shots on net. Like I said, I'm a goalie guy. At this point in time, I haven't seen the Rams get a chance to save a shot. The Rams and the Crusaders getting ready to come back out on the field. If I'm not mistaken, the Rams should, of course, still have possession, so we're going to get set up on the Crusaders' side of the field. Trying to figure out exactly where the ball goes. Rams bringing it in, trying to reset that offense. I'd love to see how they execute coming out of this timeout. Clean passes all around. That ball is hitting straight into the net. And here we go. Josh Baker, he's the hot hand right now. He's trying to read himself out, find himself a clean shot. Looks like they're changing up the approach a little bit. They've got a lot more guys on the inside here. They're hoping to find more one-on-one opportunities, and this is some really great defense here by the Crusaders. This is exactly what I was talking about. They're staying right on your man, staying in front of him, but now the pressure is on. Make the right read. What a shot. What a save. That looks like it hit crossbar, left side bar, but that's the perfect kind of positioning for a defender there. That's what the goalie's got to do. Rams defensive pole gets the ball, and he sends it back to the midfielder. Midfielder's swinging it up to the offense. Attack is has the ball in 4 passes. I mean, that's clean and efficient. Rams swinging it around again. Drawing in a little bit of pressure up here at the top of the key. A lot of aggression for number 9. And it's just got to be nice. You got to take that a little bit of pride when they're coming all the way out to the 35 to guard you. You know what I mean? That just shows that they see you as a realistic threat. And he's trying to bring it around the goalie's circle. He tried to take a nice little shot inside the ring and wasn't able to get a good look on that. So that's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Rams, though, on the shot attempt. Got a couple of dinkers going into the sides of the net. Rams looking to go downhill, get a little bit of momentum. That's number 31 for the Rams, Quinn Carbone. And Quinn is now down there organizing his guys, trying to find some spacing, more importantly, trying to find a good shot. And there it was. What a great save, though. Oh, beautiful work there to get the deflection. What a rip. That, once again, was Josh Baker. He was taking that sidearm ripper that he loves. It's a little bit off the angle, but again, this entire possession has been sat and held here on the Crusaders' side of the field. So the Rams are just dominating possession. Rams swinging the ball around. Behind the key, the pressure is up. Now, after the explosive offensive first period that they're having, the Rams have cooled down just a little bit. And I'm going to give credit to the Crusaders for changing the way they've been playing them. Anything within the 30, they've been stepping up on. Here's your chance to get a possession, and the Rams clean it up nicely. 2 guys on the ball. One of them blocks out the defender, and the other one gets the clean 2-handed pickup. This is beautiful lacrosse teamwork. Another thing I like, too, is Rams constantly have motion. There's a lot of in and out going, and they know how to swing the ball in just in time for a good clean cut. But more importantly, they know how to get the defense to collapse to find that nice outside shot. Once again, he finds his guy. Great block there. It looks like that went off of a D-pole stick or maybe even a helmet. It looked like it was a D-pole rod. That's going to go back around to the X. Clean pass, beautiful execution, and that was a wonderful shot there by number 31, Quinn Carbone. And that pass came from Jacoby Patterson. I mean, again, just a dream job to have when you just get to dime up your friends and everyone gets to eat. It's 10-0 with 2:18 remaining. Quinn Carbone is out there being the absolute chef, serving up hot dimes and dishing out some of the most efficient lacrosse offense I've seen from some high school teams, in my time at least. Another sweep on the face-off by number 25. That's Dante Di Giovanni. And the Rams hold possession here. Now, I grew up playing lacrosse in Texas. The skill level of lacrosse in the New England territory is by far, I mean, it's just leagues differently than what I was used to. But one of the things that we knew as a D-pole should know is the length of your stick is everything. You keep your distance and you just keep jabbing at them so that they don't have time to think. That's the energy we want to see here by the Crusaders, who are going to get the first momentum possession of their second half here. And that's a quick pick-off by the Rams. We got a man staying back so it's not offsides. D-pole takes it up a little bit. He's rolling back so that they can get attackman out there. Jacoby Patterson is just rocking and rolling with a great cradle. He's got fantastic handles. Ball swings around. Coaches are telling the guys to pass it faster. They can put more zip on that ball. They're starting to take the gas off the offense just because they're up 10, and that's not satisfactory for the coaching, especially not a Shawsheen. Number 13, Nolan Harrison is looking to make a move here. He finds a good pass to the inside, an open man. One more pass! And what a fantastic one more. That was a beautiful, beautiful play, but an even better save. A wonderful save by the Crusaders goalie. Crusaders have possession. They're unable to find a man. As a deep hole, you got to try and find somebody to get that ball out to. You can't try and play hero. Rams take the ball again. Coach is calling for settling. The Rams trying to get some space out. Number 8 on Crusaders is not giving up. That's the aggression I'm talking about. Just stay on his hip. And if you can't keep up with him, that's what the long pole is for. We got Jacoby Patterson at the top of the key is something I'm not used to seeing. He's trying to get somebody to rotate around so he can get to where he's comfortable. And there he is, Josh Connor with a clean look. And another easy bucket. Josh Baker, once again, with just the look of the century. He's comfortable in space, folks. You can't let him have a shot like that. It's just going to be a guaranteed ripper every time. I'm very satisfied with the offense that I'm seeing right now. There's only 18 seconds left in the second quarter, but that was a perfect way to window down the clock and then find a nice, clean, open shot. And Rams with the win on the faceoff. A little bit of a struggle on possession, but he recovers. Ball bounces and hits the helmet of a Rams player. This is a Fogo line member who hasn't left yet. And that's a ripped shot straight into the goal. Goalie with a clean catch, and he's going for the deep lob to try and set somebody up, but that's time. So, guys, end of the first half here, and the score is 11-0. The Shawsheen Tech Rams do what they do. They come out and they operate like surgeons. So if you thought you were coming to watch some lacrosse, you really showed up for another episode of Grey's Anatomy, because right now at halftime, it has just been a one-sided affair. We've talked a lot about the Crusaders and some things they can do better, but I think one of the things that we should really highlight here is the consistency of this Rams team. I mean, on offense and defense, as soon as the ball starts to cross the half-court line, there is a Rams defender with a body or a stick on their man, and the possession lasts for less than 30 seconds. So shouts out to the Rams in this phenomenal showcase of a display that they have given us so far. I'm Jack with WCTV, giving you the best coverage available. Thank you guys for showing up. Did you miss me? We are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the end of halftime coming to a close. The two teams have just ended their very kind and very considerate halftime composure talks. This is where we kind of resettle, figure out exactly how we're going to come back in and make a difference. One of the things that I appreciated was during that huddle, Shawsheen Tech coaches took Nate Maladane over to the side, made him take some shots just to stay warm, keep things going. They are up 11-0, and more importantly, actually, I'm sorry, correction there. Nate Maladane wasn't one taking shots. That was Joe Da Silva, who is the backup goalie. They wanted to let him come in and have these minutes here because I guess it's been a quiet day. So we are resetting for another 2 quarters of energy. One of the things that I would love to see is a continuation of Josh Baker and his sidearm rip just tearing a new one through the Crusaders. It has just been one of the most pure and fundamentally enjoyable things about watching this lacrosse game is just the absolute domination on offense by the Rams. And Shawsheen once again with a clean face-off possession. And we've got a whole different lineup coming out here, so a bunch of new numbers, new faces rolling around. We are not making as quick of a change on the face-off lineup, and errant pass there by Jacoby Patterson, a little bit rare for him, and a huge defensive effort by the Rams. Rams midfielders got a clean stick break there and another turnover for the Crusaders. Kind of a weak pass, but the Rams finding their stride. Oh, and what a sweet spin move that would have been if he had been able to keep that cradle. He lost possession there trying to rip a shot, went up in the air. Luckily, Jacob Patterson was there to save that. We got Josh Baker with the ball. He is taking his time, taking his space. Looks like they're making a switch. He doesn't want to. The pump fake got me. That pump fake got me a little bit. Josh Baker and the boys looking to operate. X-Man with a lot of space. That was a great take. Jacoby Patterson had the right idea there. That's exactly the kind of energy you want to see from your X-Man. If you got 1 or 2 defenders, that's an easy shot to try and force, especially we can rock it up right along the line. And a lot of aggressive energy here by the Rams. I'm loving what we're seeing here to start this second half because it is less about being the best group of guys right now as much as just trying to show that you can bust out a nice shot too. And no velocity on that shot, completely clamped up there by the Crusaders. That's going to be out, and that's going to be Rams ball for sure. They're counting that as a shot. I wasn't sure if the refs were going to count that as a shot or not. Ooh, great read there by the goalie. He saw the clean shot that they had right in front of the key, and he made sure to snag it right there. Great look by the Crusaders. Crusaders with a little bit of momentum and a bad cradle. Ball pops out. The attack line for the Crusaders has not had a lot of momentum just yet. It was a clean look to the middle. He had a wide open player. Great pass there to the top of the key. That was a beautiful pass there by Josh Baker. That was about a 30-yarder, and it was just right into the net. And we made a little bit of a rotation here. Patterson is not sitting in the X position currently. They're both pressing up on the line. And we're building up momentum for a clean take. Nice hesitation stop, pulling him back out. Got a lot of guys, young guys, trying to get some reps in here. This is fantastic to see. It's a bunch of different freshmen. And again, the Crusaders aren't moving the ball. Everybody's trying to walk. What a clean save by the keep. Great read there by the keeper. Crusaders struggling to keep possession. They want to run the ball all the way down. A deep hole does not need to be trying to run the ball all the way down the field. He's got the longest stick on the field. He should be able to throw it half the way without having to take a step. The Crusaders are rushing to make something happen. You get to a point when you're down 11, you want to be a hero, but everybody needs to play their role. You gotta be opportunistic. The coach calling it out. Make sure they break down on Josh. The Crusaders are queuing in on Josh Baker. Josh Baker looking to get some momentum. Nice pass on the inside. Beautiful dime. That was a fantastic play to Jack Carbone. That was a sophomore passing it to a freshman for what was a high IQ easy pass. It's going to be 12-0 here. That was a wonderfully clean play. And honestly, one of the things I like the most about lacrosse is it can be really easy if you have teammates you can trust, especially when it comes to a clean pass. If you can get a pass off, scoring doesn't have to be about power. Scoring doesn't have to be about being the strongest or the biggest. It really just has to be about being in the right place at the right time, and if you can if you can corral that pass, people are going to dime you up for little gimmies like that all the time. Just make sure you're in the right place and you keep your head on a swivel. You're paying attention. Going in for another face-off, it's Giovanni. And nice aggression here by number 9 for the Crusaders. He is 1v3, and he's pulling away. The Crusaders have won their face-off here. Long pole, once again, trying to make a play. We need to get the ball into the hands of a more skilled, controlled ball handler. That was a fantastic play by the Rams deep hole. He runs quickly back. Wonderful give and go there. And that ball is going to be Rams' possession still, but a beautiful give and go between who else but Josh Baker and Dylan DeYoung. This is a really young lineup out here for the Rams, and to still be able to figure out and get these confidence shots in is going to be really great for their season. Coach calling for more aggression from the Crusaders. He wants them to start pressing up on them. Can't let them just get into their spots and set up. That shot there is going to be a little errant, but it's going to continue to be the Rams' ball. That was Brody Patterson looking to find his shot. And we had a cut coming straight down the middle. That got clamped up pretty quickly. Jacoby Patterson working it around, trying to find where the space is going to be. And Rams bringing it in. Great defense here by the Crusaders. That's 3v1. That was fantastic defense there. He forced a bad shot. That was Jackson Elliott being the aggressor. He collapsed a 4-person team. And honestly, he just went a little too high. And there he is. Beautiful play. And that's exactly kind of what I'm talking about. Jackson Elliott, a little bit too much aggression. He forced his way in. He brought in 4 defenders and not enough space to get a clean shot off. It went over the net. Immediately on the next play, he cuts right down the middle. He catches that pass from Jacoby Patterson, which was a beautiful ball. Wasn't able to get the completion, but on the deflection, that's why you're standing there. You're waiting for the quick board. I mean, he just picked that up off the deflection by the keep, and he put in a quick goal. We're looking at 13-0, and I think the clock's going to start rolling here. So that's going to be our cue to get this game moving. Rams with another with another face-off win, and this time the attackman tried to come up and sneak behind him. He wasn't able to get there in time. But what I really appreciated about that is the Crusaders defender tried to come up and get a little sneak steal off of the face-off quickly. But everybody in this entire arena could hear that somebody was coming up. They had 3 defenders and the goalie screaming at his man to let him know that there was somebody creeping up behind him. That's great communication by the Rams. Rams busting it around looking for a friend. He's ringing it himself. He'll be his own friend. Oh, what a clean look. He wasn't able to close it off, but Bodie McKenzie was taking a lot of slashes there. I mean, he was really getting whacked at. Way to be a tough guy. And the pressure is coming up. This is it. The pressure is starting to bring out. They're even chasing him up to the 40-yard line right now. We got number 9 looking to rev it up. And Dylan, he revved it up a little bit too hard. I'm going to say the whole city block could hear him rev that engine, and he shot that one over net. That's going to continue to be Jacoby Patterson and the Rams' ball. They're picking it back up, coming back into play. Good pressure there by the Crusaders. This is your chance to maybe get a possession. Rams split the D. They find an inside cut, and that's another goal. That's another goal here for the Rams. Shout out to the keeper for the Crusaders. He's kept his head up. he hasn't been that frustrated, and he's been doing his job. He's just been focusing. A lot of shots on net today, and of course they're dominating the possession battle. So you know that the Crusaders goalie specifically is doing his work today. Now that was a fantastic goal there by the Rams. (14-0), and the clock is dripping from 3:30. Rams with possession and offense. Once again, he's right there. Crusaders is an offensive player. He's coming in, trying to bring some pressure. He's trying, but no one else was there to help him. Number 25 for the Rams is cooking. He is making traction. He's one-man army. And Dante Giovanni is coming off the field. It's got to be a difficult game being a face-off guy. You've got a great skill set that makes you absolutely special, but it doesn't keep you on the field. And as soon as you pull off your job, they're going to ask for you to pass the ball and find your way back to the sideline. But you just want to play. You know, you got the stick skill. You put the time in to get those clamps down, and it could be a little frustrating. It's kind of the importance of that role, though. I mean, a lot of guys get D1 scholarships just for being great at face-off, so definitely worthwhile. Ooh, what a nice shot attempt. It was a little bit wide there. It almost looked like it was a pass. That's how close it was to getting to number 19 for the Rams. It was Jackson Elliott in the back line keeping this ball in Rams' possession. Rams passing is a little bit sloppy, but it needs a little bit of help. That's exactly what you get these game time minutes for. Trying to work it up, let your younger guys figure out how to clean up those pass attempts. That was a fantastic shot attempt by the Rams, but an even better save. Once again, I got to give credit to the 19 goalie. Number 19 has been putting in the work today, being in the right place as well as he can. And they're ripping it. Oh, what a great save there by the deep hole. Way to be out there. What a nice pass. Oh, wasn't able to win that one. And that's going to be a penalty. That'll be a flag. Solid aggression there by the Rams. That's going to be Rams ball. You got one bad shot follows another, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of aggressive energy out there. Cheap shots aren't what we want to see, but I understand you can be frustrated in a position like this. Bodie McKenzie looking to find his way in. Nice shot by Bodie. Bodie flipped his hips there. He beat his defender around the side. There's nothing else to do but rip a clean shot. Fantastic shot by Mr. McKenzie. And the Rams are getting set. We have about 45 seconds left in this third period. The clock is running, and we got number 9 back out there, ready for his face-off attempt. That's Dylan Menasian. And Dylan with the win on face-off. Almost ran into his teammate there. He's got a cutter running straight down, wide open in the middle. It's a deep hole. The deep hole needs to get off the field. He wanted to pass it to him, and they kind of wanted to shoot it. You could tell. They want Dylan to come off the field too? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about being a Fogo guy. Man, it's frustrating. You win the face-off. You feel good about it. You could have passed it inside to a deep hole for a quick goal. And that's the clock. So with 15-0, we are going into the fourth quarter. It has been a lopsided affair here at the Alumni Stadium, but I have some optimism that we're going to get to see some Shawsheen Tech goalie saves soon. That's what I'm rooting for. But more importantly, guys, if you love efficient, beautiful passing offense with high volume and a team that really dominates the possession game, you're tuned into the right station. This is Jack Hamilton Smith with WCTV, showing you the Shawsheen Tech home opener in Lacrosse. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the final 12 minutes of play. So strap in. It's a 15-0 affair. And if we're lucky, we'll get the Shawsheen up to 20. I got 5 more goals in my heart here. So clean take, and we're running with it right off the rip. We got a lot of speed and momentum going. Quick pass to the inside. Ooh, it's just a little bit off the mark. That's going to be Lowell Catholic. The Crusaders will get the ball here. This is going to be a big possession here. How we handle this matters. They're chucking it down the field. They're saying, Hail Mary. And looks like, and once again, we are sending this back to the Rams. It will be no Ryan Gosling here today. Project Hail Mary is a complete failure. Resetting, unable to get a pass off here. The Rams are bringing it up the court. Nice fake out by the goalie here. Way to get your space. I always get nervous seeing a goalie leave the key, but I was definitely one of those goalies that like to leave the key. You don't want to stay in the keep at all times. Great defense there by the Crusaders. That's the aggressive offense or defense that you expect in a lacrosse game. They are right on the hip. The pressure is high. They are forcing a decision out of number 6, and he's doing a great job of keeping possession. He's gotten back into his spot. They're settling in. And that was Charlie Shannon. Usually a D middle. He's playing offensive middle right now. And I see why he was playing defensive middle. That was an unfair shot. I think that looks like that was a hit. Yeah. We're going to get a flag on that. I would have loved to have seen him zip that. It looked like it was going to be a grounder. And a grounder every now and then can really trip up a goalie. So it's always a good shot to hit. Yes. So, flag is on the play. I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened here, but it looks to me like there's no. It looks like to me there's no penalties here. No, sorry. Man down for the Catholic. My apologies. Lowell Catholic is a man down for that cross check on the shot attempt. Beautiful shot attempt right there by number 19. That was a really clean look. Jackson Elliott, once again, just finding his space. He's cutting it on the inside again. He's an active guy. I like the way he moves. And the Rams are just ready to rip. I think they're just as ambitious about getting to 20 as I am. So Brody Patterson, another clean shot attempt. They're in their spots. Honestly, from around the 30-yard line, these guys feel comfortable shooting. Rams piecing it up again. He's cutting it across to the guy. Oh, man, that pass was just a little bit off. He was cutting it across back to Jackson Elliott. And I just would have loved to have seen that. Jackson Elliott and the guys just taking shots back and forth. I think they're calling that a tip by the Catholic. Okay, so that's going to be Rams ball again. Back to Elliott. Elliott swings it back to the top of the key. And man down is over with. Possession, Catholic. The Crusaders are running. Crusaders throw it away. That is an immediate turnover. And fantastic coordination there by the Rams to not only just steal that ball, but then get a deep hole pass back to a midi. And that midi is going to be coming off the field. So that's just great rotation right there. You keep fresh legs coming in and out of the game. And on top of that, it's a no momentum loss kind of possession. You know, the speed and agility was coming in on the Crusaders' sides as the Rams get that pick off and then boom, turn it back around. Now we got an out of bounds on the Rams, so that's going to be, that pass went out of bounds. The Crusaders are bringing it up. Once again, Crusaders deep hole, bringing it up a little high, throws it straight to the Rams again. Bounce shot, a little too high. That was good defense there by the Crusaders to not let him get anything open. They're fighting for it. Second man right there, get involved. Oh, that's going to be a late call. Yeah, that's going to be a man down. It disappoints me the most because I understand how frustrating it can be to be down 15 points, but that is your best defender. Number 8 has to keep a cool head. All game long, I've been trying to give him his flowers because he has been on one. He's aggressive. He stays on point. It's exactly why you want somebody like him playing deep hole, because you need somebody with some skills who can move up and down the field, and he can be just as talented to stay up with a quick offensive player, but Man, you can't be doing cheap shots like that. You got to keep your composure. Back to being a man down. We are looking at a 6v5 when it comes to the defensive players out there. And once again, the Crusaders are going to get a nice opportunity to make some offense happen. So letting some space happen, get some breathing room. There you go, Keep. Orchestrate the field. There it is. Okay, clean pass to number 9. And he's not trying to pick up the ball. Oh, and the Crusaders didn't go for ball. They tried to go for man. You can't be going for man when your own teammates aren't coming to back you up. I'm very frustrated to see that right there. The ball was under his feet, and he thought somebody was going to come to help him. But the Crusaders aren't having each other's back like that. So that's going to be Blues ball on an errant pass by the Rams. I think we got a couple more minutes here on the. We got another 60 seconds or so, I think, on that man up. So, oh, he almost mossed him. And we are back in Rams possession. Rams are looking to score. It's 15-0, like it was at the beginning. Great defense there by the Crusaders. Oh, and he's laying on top of him. Oh, and the Rams are struggling for possession right now. Rams come up on top. Crusaders are getting possession. They're not getting the ball across the field, though. They're not passing cleanly or finding an open man, so it's not going anywhere, and the Rams are doing a really good job of stumping them. Rams moving it around again at the top of the key. On the left side, down to the X. And the spacing is starting to form. They got a cutter coming around the middle. Two-man swinging. Inside, good look. He had two options, and he took the clean shot. Oh, great save. And the keeper with a big pickup. Keeper hits his man in stride running. Oh, you got to keep running, man. He had his midfielder in momentum. He just slowed down as soon as the pass hit the air. That's upsetting. As a keeper, it's very difficult to really get accurate with that big pole, with that big stick. It's really, really nice for catching things, of course, but when it comes to a precision pass, it's more about of a loft than it is anything else. And not to say you couldn't put some zip on it. I was known to put some zip on mine, but nice shot on the inside, better save. I love those kind of saves right there. Nice catch in the net. Oh, and he hit his man in stride this time. There we go. Crusaders with some momentum. Good run, good find. Find your man, Crusaders. They want to settle in. And the Crusaders swinging it back around. The Crusaders don't get to settle. That's the difference between the defenses here. The Crusaders don't get to settle. The Rams are right on top of them. Any error immediately becomes a turnover. That's what matters. A nice play there by the D-poles. D-pole's cooking. This is a D-pole that wants to shoot. He's coming all the way in. Oh, and as soon as you get to the inside, there's not a lot of space. It's hard to wind up that shot. Back in the scrum. The Crusaders and the Rams fighting for it. Rams come out on top. Rams getting cold to settle in. They're not trying to force anything. We got 3 minutes and 38 remaining. I don't think we're going to get to 20. I apologize. Rams swinging it back around. This is a completely new lineup, of course, than the guys we had when we first started today, which is fantastic to see. It's good for these guys to start getting minutes in games like this. Nice, solid aggression there by the D-pole. That is the kind of pressure that you would expect at a game like this. And we're trying to make a move here. We're revving up. Goes for the spin, and he lost possession there. That was a nice, clean cut for the D-pole. Easy stick swipe. And we are fighting for it back in the possession battle. We got bodies everywhere and a great job by the keep. Way to corral that. You got your runner again. Hit him in momentum, and the Crusaders are in stride. He passes to the inside. He pops it up. Nice little, oh, and he wasn't able to get possession here. And immediately the Rams are on top of that. That's a big guy, too. The Rams have some really, really tall players. Rams quickly turning it back into a great possession here. Another D-pole looking to go back in. Same D-pole looking for his shot. He wants an omen. Oh, and he winded it up. Got it bopped out. He goes again. Great save there by the goalie. He saw that grounder coming, and he was prepared for it. The keep is getting that pass off cleanly now. This is the momentum. Goalie is out. Oh, and he recognized just too late. Goalie made it all the way back into the net to get a save. Man, what a play. What a play. That was a fantastic save there by number 38. That is Nate DeShino, the sophomore, third string. Quick goal there by the Rams. It is 16-0. We got a minute 37 remaining. This is going to be a quick wrap up here for us folks. Got about 90 seconds left on the clock. We had that chance at the open shot for the Crusaders. And honestly, the best part about it was number 12 for the Crusaders had the ball on net. That was a nice money play. It just didn't have enough zip on it to get there before the goalie. So we are settling in. We got 1 minute remaining before the final face-off of what we assume to be the final play of the game. The 1 minute mark has been called. And a nice face-off here. Decent battle. No clear victor just yet. And the Rams come out on top. Number 9, bringing it in. Oh, and he hit his guy in stride. That was a fantastic assist opportunity. Crusaders trying to get offense going. Ooh, what a swing and wind up. Man, Lacrosse can be dangerous. The way the momentum he put on that swing, I mean, that was a little bit scary. You could hear it from here. What a shot attempt. Better save. Again, Crusaders goalie making a serious effort here to keep this score from 20. He lobbed it up for the ultimate Hail Mary. That's going goalie to goalie. It's a goalie to goalie pass. And the goalie goes monkey in the middle. No aggression by offense here. There's 3 seconds left. The Crusaders have lost the game. We are looking at a 16-0 absolute domination by the Shawsheen Tech. And what are we surprised by? Rushing the keep, because a shutout is rare, guys. A shutout is unique. Maybe not rare for the Tech. This is my first time getting to call a game for their lacrosse team. So if I get to see a lot of shutouts, I'm going to be ecstatic. I only ever had one shutout my entire career playing, and that was a serious accomplishment for my mind. This is a huge day for the Rams. You start your season off with a big W, and more importantly, you start your season off with a statement. You let the rest of the league know, you let the rest of the division know that when it comes to lacrosse, it's going to run through Alumni Stadium, and that's the kind of energy that we like to see. Total domination from some surgeons, and they're lining up for the clean handshake. Thank you all for joining us here today. My name is Jack Hamilton Smith. I am proudly here with WCTV, working to make and bring the best possible coverage around. Have a great night.